Hello, today we're going to look at configuring static and default routes. The topology presents a small when each device in this network has been configured with IP addresses. However, no routing has been configured. The company management wants to use static routes to connect multiple networks. So step one, we've got to test connectivity between PCs and the default gateway. So we need to click BOPC and then go to the desktop command prompt, and then we'll do the IP config command. Alright, looks like the default gateway 192.168.111. Default gateway, the address of the branch office. This ping should be successful. I'm getting replies. Right, now let's go to PNPC. Let's go to the desktop command prompt, and I'm going to do IP config again. We'll just ping that copy. Okay, so we're going to do IP fig. Okay, and it was successful. Our ping. Let's ping default gateway for the partner net LAN. And that's successful too. Now if we were to repeat the steps for our own PC, its respective default gateway, the fast Ethernet interface on the main office, each of these ping tests should be successful. So now step 2 is to ping between routers to test connectivity. So we need to use a console cable and terminal emulation software on BOPC to connect to the branch office. So console cable, we use the software in the terminal. Now we're going to start ping. Yep. Five's failing. 10.10.10.1 is directly connected to the serial 3.0 interface. That should succeed. Now what we need to do is issue a show IP route command. once we can get back to a note that only directly connected routes shown in the branch office routing table. The ping 10.10.10.5 failed because the branch office router has no routing table entry for that. Okay. If we were to repeat steps A through D on the other two PCs, the pings to directly connected networks will succeed. However, pings with remote networks will fail. So now we need to view the routing tables. So we're going to go over to the Commons bar, inspect, and we're going to click on the main office routing table. We'll bring it over here, and then let's click on the branch office routing table. Branch office. Partner net. So you can see that not reading all of them. They're only ones they're directly connected to. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to configure default routes on the branch office and partner net routers. To configure static routes for each router, first determine which routes need to be added for each device. The branch office and partner net routers, a single default route allows these devices to route traffic for all networks not directly connected. To configure a default route, you must identify the IP address of the next hop router, which in this case is the main office router. So from the Commons toolbar, we get the select tool. And the cursor over the red link. Notice that the interface of the next hop is STO. The IP address for serial 3.0 is 10.10.10.1. Interface to the next hop is S2O. And 10.10.5 is the serial 2.0. IP address. So we need to configure the static routes on both branch office and partner net routers using the command line. So we need to get on the branch office router, and we need to get on the command line. We need to get into exec mode. Now we need IP route and end. And we're back at branch office. Okay, now we're going to run a copy, run start. Save that configuration. Okay. Okay, now we're going to close that one, and we're going to open up the partner net router command line. Get in. Now you do the same thing, but we're going to change the IP address to 10.10.5. Can end that. Okay, now we got to configure static routes at the main office. Configuration of static routes at the main office is a little more complex because the main office router is responsible for routing traffic to the branch office and partner net LAN segments. So we got to click on the main office router and then click on the command line interface. Now we got to get into our commands, so we're going to go to enable exec mode and into configure mode. Now that we're in config mode, and we're going to do it again. Okay. Now we're going to end that one. And now we're back at the office. We need to run a copy run start to save that configuration. Okay. Now we can test it. Go to BOPC, open up command prompt. Let's try pinging 192.168.3.2. And it's successful. It means verifying the static routes are configured properly. That's all we have for today.